Hey YouTube, as always, I want to keep this intro short. So today's video is by Gattsu. It's called Iran versus Israel. Now, this beef has been going on probably for a lot longer than I know. And I probably heard about it like 2 years ago. I want to state this before I watch this. I'm not into politics. Um, I think a lot of people are saying free Israel, or is it Iran? Free Iran, free. No, I think a lot of people are saying Israel. I don't care. I don't care. Um, it may seem insensitive, but like I always said, if it's not happening to me, I genuinely have no reason to care. Nor does it mean that I'm insensitive to the topic. It just means it got nothing to do with me. Um, Unfortunately, it's happening, and yeah. Um, with that being said, let's get into this reaction. All links will be in the description as always. And yeah.
We got the who is worse competition over here. Israel and Iran recently started bombing each other. And you know where I was when they were bombing each other? In the Middle East. I was looking up at the skies like, hey, yo, chill the out, damn. I want to go back to Georgia, man. Had a layover in Qatar, and like 4 hours before I got to Qatar, Israel and Iran started bombing each other. I was seeing Tel Aviv in smokes. I immediately called the expert, my dad, and he said, nah, don't worry about it. They aren't gonna bomb Qatar. They're rich. What did Qatar even do?
Breaking news, the loud explosions that have been heard over the Qatari capital, Doha, in the past.
Also, another thing, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not picking sides on this. Again, I don't know too much about it. And personally, both sides are bad. I'm not saying that what one side is doing is better than the other side. I'm just saying, I'm going to be honest, both sides are bad. Now, I don't care because, again, this is government against government. What sucks about this whole thing, it's the civilians, the people who have nothing to do with it, the people who was not beefing with the opposition, etc., etc. Those are people getting caught in the crossfire. But other than that, bro, everywhere is bad. I'm gonna be honest. Like even America is bad. America's not perfect, but you don't see America and this country going back and forth, seeing who can play bum war. Like, come on now, this is not the 1900s. Propaganda in the Big 25. Now that would be crazy work.
30 minutes.
On top of this, my flight to Tbilisi flies over Iran, man. Oh my god, bro. Just let me get back to Georgia, man. Please. Come on, man. Just make up, bro. There's really nothing you guys need to be fighting over. It really is not that serious. This video sponsor is Supremacy World War 3. It's a free online PvP strategy game, and as you guys can bad because there are a lot of innocent casualties. Of course, Israel bombing cities is always bad because there are a lot of innocent casualties.
Exactly what I said.
Of course, Israel didn't care, so if I died getting hit by a fucking Israeli missile, I would be extremely angry. Or Iranian. Persians have killed enough Georgians throughout history, I don't want to add to that number. But I also really did not like seeing people pretend that Iran is some sort of morally correct or good country. Let's not pretend that Iran is innocent when they send 5 billion Shahid drones to Ukraine.
Exactly what I said, and this always comes back to it. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. People who be saying free this, that, stop this, bro. Both places are horrible places. Let's be honest. It's not perfect. Corruption, starvation. What else do I gotta say? More corruption, more starvation. Like people always over here trying to act like this side is morally wrong because they're being done unjustifiably, etc., 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 etc. Bro, both sides are horrible. Like, I'm not picking a side. They both suck. They both suck. I don't know what to tell people in the big 2025. People over here doing protests. Oh my god. You're not defending this. You must be a horrible person. I don't care. I got family over there. Family are getting, I don't care. That is your family. Leave me out of that. Like, bro, calm down.
which are aimed directly at buildings where people live, where their families are raised, and where they live their lives. But to Iran, sending Shahed drones to Russia so they could use it in Ukraine was not enough. They're like, man, you know what? You can build your own Shahed drones. Here are the blueprints, man, so you can send more drones to Ukrainian buildings. And these drones are extremely dangerous, and Russia sends around 500 drones a day, once a week. Literally like 2 days ago, they sent 730 or some crazy shit like that in one night, just to terrorize their people. Iran has directly killed so many families in Ukraine, and seeing people pretend that Iran is amazing and morally good was just fucking insane to me. They bomb kids, bro. And speaking of bombing kids, there's also
Both sides,
Israel,
dude.
which is committing a on a massive scale. Also, I have personal beef with Israel because in the 2008 Georgian-Russian war, our Israeli drones suddenly stopped working. Man, are the Russians that good that they knew how to shut down Israeli drones? It had us surprised. Turns out, Israel sold the codes for the drones they gave us to Russia so Russia could use it against us and made the drones useless. And they tried suing.
Same old phone?
I want to say something, but I want to let the video keep going in. Again, I'm not into politics for a reason, for a good reason.
And they tried suing us for not paying for the drones. Oh, I'm sorry for not paying for the drones you used against me? The fuck? Who do they think they are? Iran being like this can be explained very well by their past in a way that makes sense. It does not excuse their current government from killing their own people for protesting, but I can explain how they came to power. In 1951, Mohammad Mossadegh came to power democratically as Iran's prime minister, who nationalized the oil and generally wanted good for the people. He respected democracy, civil liberties, and the rule of law. Every Persian agrees that he was a good leader and wishes he had time to lead the country. But the thing that messed him up was that he nationalized Iran's oil from Britain. So then the British weren't making any money from Iran's oil. And as I mentioned in my last video, oil is very important. So the CIA and MI6 overthrew Mossadegh 2 years after he came to power. The oil company was the Anglo-Persian Oil Company, or better known today as BP. And what came after that was so much worse. After that came the Shah Reza Pahlavi, who was horrible. He basically sold Iran out to the Western companies and the people were extremely poor. On top of this, he was extremely authoritarian to the point where he banned all other political parties.
Also, another thing, listen, I don't like doing too much pausing. I'm getting good at this, but just to put my little 2 cents, right? If people, and again, this is coming from somebody who was born and raised in Nigeria. I was born and raised in Lagos of Nigeria, of West Nigeria, right? So this is not coming from somebody who was born in America. I know a lot of people, like some people, once in a while like to use, oh, well, you're American. You don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you were born in America. You're a citizen of America. Like, bro, stop yorking me, bro. Like, you're yorking me badly. Get off me. Like, chill, okay? And people really want to help each other, and I said this. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and I legit said, bro, Nigeria is completely cooked. It's cooked. That country, with the things that's happening in Asia, Haitian, Syria, whatever, I don't know, bro, I don't know places. With the government being overthrown in one places and this, that, and the third, bro, with starvation, I legit said, if people want to have a better place to live, stop overpopulating it. I keep saying this. People will actively have kids, and then that kid is going to die of starvation. And then they're going to blame the government. And then, bro, if they just came together and became sensible human beings, not a bunch of weirdos. Make America get. If people just became sensible human beings, bro, it would be a lot better. But that's just not how human beings are, unfortunately. So, again, like I said, listen, I will never claim being an American because I wasn't born in America. But at the same time, I will never go back to Nigeria and say, let me live there, because it's a horrible place. That's like people saying, "Oh, this place in Puerto Rico is good. You know, just stay away from this." If somebody has to tell you, "Hey, look, stay away from this specific parts of town, do the specific things," yeah, buddy, it's not a safe place to live. Like, what are we talking about? Like, word.
resulting in the 1975 election
W
in
happened.
Iran being him winning with 100% of the vote. People look at these like, oh, this was Iran before the revolution videos, but like, bro, these people are living in a dictatorship. Also, his secret police Savak was extremely brutal, spying over every journalist, students, and brutally torturing them, to the point where there is a wax figure museum in a prison they used to torture people in Tehran, where wax figures show the conditions of the prisoners who suffered under Savak. He was a king, and when everyone in your country is poor but they see these Westerners and the elite getting rich, you're gonna have some opinions about that. The people weren't getting anything. Iran's literacy rate was 37% in 1976, and that's why he was overthrown. Iran is a massive country with massive influence. It is a beacon of culture. 90 million people live there, and it's the oldest country in the world, and also it just looks so fucking cool, man. I would
I don't know
love to
about
go
that.
to Iran so much, and the thing is, I don't need a visa, but if my Georgian ass ever stepped foot in Iran, I will get every single visa application in any democracy denied for the rest of my life. Also, I am scared about messing up and going to jail, so the Tehran trip will have to be delayed for me a bit. Also, I'm not sure when Israel might start bombing them again, and personally, I've had enough of Israeli and Iranian missiles for my lifetime. No matter what people might tell you, Iran's government is horrible, and supporting them is not understandable to me, honestly. I get supporting Iran over Israel, but supporting Iran's government just straight up, doing it for the love of the game, honestly does not make sense to me.
It's like the situation with this is supporting the lesser evil, right? Now, I'm all for supporting the lesser evil, except for this case. They're both horrible. They're both horrible. I don't want to say people because there are good people in everywhere, but they're both horrible places. Same thing with the whole Russia and Ukraine war. People were like, how could Russia do this? Ukraine, what has Ukraine done to them the whole time? Ukraine is not a saint. They've done a lot of messed up shit that I am not well informed, but it's a common knowledge. It's commonly known that Ukraine has done a lot of fucked up shit. So people over here acting like people in the Ukraine government are saints. Whole time, them motherfuckers are just as bad, but not as bad as them. That's just horrible people. Bro, that's why politics is dumb.
I would not want to live under that government, and I don't understand it. I think some people just like to be edgy and support these tyrannical governments that their own people for protesting. What happens when they do something that you don't like, huh, personally, and then you protest? Stupid. You guys gotta think about this shit, bro. Fucking idiots. Iran murdered 1,500 people during the 2019-2020 protests alone, and around 500 in the 2022 protests. Last year alone, their government executed at least 975 people. Not to mention how many Ukrainians they have directly killed by not only giving Russia thousands and thousands of the extremely dangerous Iranian Shahid drones, but they were like, man, here are the blueprints. You can make more this way. You can make more this way, Russia. Please, more Ukrainian buildings. Bomb them. I gotta give it to them though. Khamenei is the first person ever to have old tweets resurfaced and not get cancelled. He even included Black Lives Matter on so many occasions. Just like I do with every country, you gotta compare the auras,
people,
man. And Iran's aura is impossible.
And just like I always said with the BLM movement, bro, the BLM, the Black Lives Matter movement, I'm not for it. When it was happening, after it's happening, and when it was pointed out or when it was exposed that the people who started the whole BLM movement were all for it, the people who were up front were using that for their own personal benefits. It's a sham. Like, you want to change, go protest. And then people protest, and then somebody dies. And then somebody gets sprayed with water, and then somebody gets shot. And then people are fighting, and then this person dies, and then people are like, oh my God, this is what we're talking about, police brutality. and this, that, and the third. And we want what's best for the black community, this, that, and the third. We want what's best for the black community, right? How about you talk to your community and tell them, hey, stop killing people for no reason, straight up out of ego, right? Okay, okay. How about you parent better, right? How about, I don't know, men stop just being, I'm gonna give something a kid and dip out. Like, it's all common things that people could do that they will just not do. And you know what they're always gonna do? Blame the government. And I'm not saying the government didn't have a play to it, but that's like somebody handing you a knife, right? And then they said, well, you could kill this person and take their food, or you could work together with this person and, you know, because two is better than one. And then you know what they're going to do? 9 times out of 10? Let me kill this person so I can have their food. That's like the whole thing with the conspiracy, you know. I mean, 18 minutes, 16 minutes. Listen, I can really go all into in depth with it, but I'm gonna do this real quick, like a quick example. That's like the government putting drugs in black community, and then people in the black community are like, oh yeah, this is my only way out. Let me start selling drugs. And then drugs start becoming a big thing. And then people get addicted to drugs. And instead of like everybody collectively saying, bro, let's stop doing drugs. Let's stop selling drugs. Yes, you can make quick money, but it's not a good thing and it's illegal. They're like, nah, I'm going to keep doing it, yo. I'm going to keep doing it. But you know who we're going to blame? The government. Miss me with that, bro.
Impeccable. Not even comparing it to Israel, because Israel doesn't have aura. You don't get aura for bombing innocent. You have to earn aura with a big foe, because they're the oldest country in the world. Iran has a very distinct and amazing culture, and I think their alphabet looks very cool. And again, Iran is so cool. Also, every Persian I've met has been such a nice and cool person. This is again the definition of you should not judge the Persian people for who their government is. Who them, you know? In the Middle East aura of, I would have to rank Afghanistan first, Iran second, Syria, new Syria third, Turkey fourth. Also, Erdogan is Georgian, so they get some more points for that. Yemen, Qatar, and then the rest. The thing I want people to realize is to separate Israel and the religion of Judaism and Jewish people, because in no way, shape, or form is anti-Semitism acceptable. Good thing is
also this guy,
because in no
bro, somebody off this guy, please and thank you. Please, somebody just off this guy. This guy is a weirdo. He's a certified weirdo. The only reason I know about him was because of the whole Sneeko. You're a loser. You're a loser. I only know about him because of the whole Sneeko thing. People keep defending Sneeko. He's a loser. That guy is a certified weirdo. He's a cringe cornball, right? And I'm telling you this, that guy would not go to Word and be saying all the things he's saying. He's saying this in the comfort of his own place, comfort of his own studio, whatever it is. He's a bitch. He's going to be talking all this shit on the internet. I'm telling you. And in person, because some of you motherfuckers, like, bro, y'all are bad PR for just black people as a whole. Y'all are just straight up black PR. Like, yo, like, you need to get your black card revoked. Weirdo.
way, shape, or form is anti-Semitism acceptable. Good thing Israel is a whole separate entity that commits crimes in the Jewish name. And for Israel, like, what do I even say here, man? If the leader of your country has an arrest warrant out by the International Criminal Court, what do you even say to that? I'm just saying, you can never find me on a list next to the Ugandan warlord Joseph Kony and Putin. You will never see me or like every other country's leader on this list. You have to do some insanely horrible shit to even imagine getting on this list. And the reasoning for bombing all these civilian buildings is that the buildings were Hamas, or the things under those buildings were Hamas. And this is how it sounds to me. This is exactly how it looks like to me. Like, what are you even talking about, bro? And the thing is, TikTok exists now, and the Israeli soldiers and civilians are for some reason obsessed with documenting what they are doing and what they think about the war.
If you don't kill those supposedly innocent kids, what would happen later? This one will kill 50 kids. They will become conflicts one way or the other. So that's what the Torah says. Someone is on the way to kill you now or in a year from now. You can kill him even now, a year before. You don't have to wait a minute before. But the point is right here that Hashem said, do not have mercy on the children.
כי אישה שם היא אויב. תינוק שם הוא אויב.
Yo, that is unhinged.
עוד בתים, עוד מגדלים, שלא יהיה להם לאן לחזור. אגב, בתקופת התנ"ך גם היו זורים את האדמה במלח.
המדען זה הזמן הכי טוב.
You know what this sounds like? Kill everybody so nobody can have revenge. We want total domination. That's what it sounds like. I'm not gonna lie. And honestly, game is game. As horrible as it sounds, it's just life, bro. It's just life.
How many civilians have been killed in Gaza, from what you know?
Who gives a shit?
Also, it's so comically evil. Like, what do you mean you're having a right to protest going in your country, man? Right to
What?
Are we dead ass, man? Are we serious? Grown ass people. Right to This is an Indian pro-Israel blue check comparing Netanyahu to Hitler because he likes them both. Don't know why Arabic countries underestimate him. Also, a lot of the same methods are used here, such as concentration camps, starvation, and if aid comes through, they just shoot the people trying to get the aid. Collective punishment, that is also the same. Or how in the West Bank in Hebron, there are Jewish-only streets, where in Palestine, Palestinians can't walk. And Israel is very responsible for fueling anti-Semitism, which just pains me because this country brand itself as we represent all Jews, to the point where they make it Israel equals Judaism thing. It's like when your friend says, we're not scared of you. Don't put me into this shit, bro. Fuck you mean? There's so many Jewish people that don't support Israel. And when people see what the country of Israel is doing to innocent people, it fuels anti-Semitism. And the fact that if you come out against Israel, it means you are anti-Semitic and you hate Jews.
Bro, these people are chopped cheese. Oh my God. They are chopped cheese.
And the fact that
Oh my God, they are chopped. What is this hairstyle? Yo, these people are not real. I'm not gonna lie. They don't seem real to me. This is a fucking cult, bro. I stand by what I said. Most religion is a cult. These people are not real.
if you come out against Israel, it means you are anti-Semitic and you hate Jews.
That car, there are material that appears to be anti-Semitic.
What's the anti-Semitic material?
Well, there's a small warning on.
You are telling me this
What?
person is anti-Semitic, or this person, or this person? All of these crimes are happening in the name of Jewish people, and it does not matter what you say and how anti-Semitic you actually are, as long as you support Israel. For example, Elon Musk. Yeah, Jews are ruining America by bringing brown people here, and they hate white people. Classic,
What?
the most anti-Semitic thing you can say. And Elon Musk said, you have said the actual truth. This is like World War II levels of lying and propaganda, but then he went to Auschwitz and it's like, oh, he's a friend of the Jewish
can't be
people.
serious.
I don't know, man. He turned Twitter into a place where his AI comes out saying he's Mecha Hitler. Elon's AI Grok was literally just a normal AI before Elon programmed it to be more racist and anti-Semitic. And now it just pushes World War II levels of anti-Jewish propaganda. At Grok, which 20th century historical figure would be best suited to deal with this problem? The recent Texas floods killed over 100 people, including dozens of children from a Christian camp, only for radicals like Cindy Steinberg to celebrate them as future fascists. Now, Steinberg, because it is a Jewish last name, what does Grok do after Elon
Yo.
tweeted? To deal
Yo, this is OG. I don't remember what it's called.
with such vile anti-white hate, Adolf Hitler, no question. He
Anti-white hate. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, this is so corny, bro. This is so corny. I can't. I don't understand true racism, bro. I don't understand. People don't want to live together. The one division. You know what? I'm gonna stop talking. It is 5:41 a.m.
Would spot the pattern and handle it decisively every damn time. Also, here's another one. But because Elon supports Israel, everything is fine now and he's not anti-Semitic despite pushing.
Oh my god. What the hell? What the hell?
But because Elon
What the hell, y'all? I'm not gonna lie. I used to see Ben Shapiro, Ben, whatever this guy's name is. I used to see him debate. I was like, okay. And then I watched a video on like or something about him and rap. And bro, this guy is fucking retarded. Oh my god. This guy doesn't know what the hell he's talking about when it comes to rap music. This guy is completely cooked in the head. He got it.
supports Israel, everything is fine now and he's not anti-Semitic despite pushing hate against the Jewish population around the world. What are we doing here,
So
man?
that's okay. My friend was legit talking about that today. And I didn't know, because again, I don't care, bro. I don't care. I'm not paying attention. That is crazy work.
Can we as humanity just like lock in? Like everyone became
No, we can't lock in. And I was just saying that, bro. People don't want peace. They want violence. They don't want peace. They want violence. They want people to be split, bro. I will never understand it. I don't get it. Like legit. You want to know what the what the funniest part about this, bro? Bro, people born in those countries, state, whatever, people born there are legit getting spawn camped. Bro, they are getting spawn camped. They're spawning just to be blown up, bro. Legit, nuclear drone dropped on them. They're born just to be fucking. Bro, it's a fucking simulation, bro. I can't. That is hilarious.
brutal stupid. So for this reason, we are not going to pay for the drones we bought from Israel, where they sold the drone codes to Russia when we were already at war with the biggest country in the fucking world. There might have been less jokes in this video because, you know, it's hard to come up with jokes with war crimes, but I'm confident it was still a very good video. And since we are in a YouTube drought right now, you can't find shit to eat food to, I suggest you subscribe to me. This subscription is a wise investment. You can say I've been subscribed to him since insert number here, after the channel grows even more. So thank you so much for watching and supporting my videos. Like and subscribe, and goodbye. Don't forget to check out Supremacy World War III.
Asian degeneracy. Once again, at full display. But I'm gonna be honest, bro. This video was funny, and I do have unhinged humor. I just want to say this before somebody takes everything I've said in this video out of context. I'm like, this guy is a horrible person. What's happening? I feel like this is one of those gun to the back of your head. What's happening is bad. That's a common fact, okay? But at the same time, I don't care. This side isn't good, and this side isn't good. Both sides are bad. One is worse than the other side, okay? And they're beefing over what? Religion? In fact, not even with them beefing, both sides are legit horrible to their own people. I cannot make this up. Both sides are horrible to their own people. None of them is morally good, bro. Like, that's like people going to China. I watched this video. That's like people going to China and they're like, and I don't know, this guy was talking about some, one thing that was weird was, the content creators got on one train and the Chinese people got on the other train. No shit. Dumbass. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Countries will not like me because I call out the bullshit for what it is. You're not fooling me, gang. Like, I'm not dumb. I'm not that dumb. With that being said, all links will be in the description. I'm having issues right now. This webcam is a piece of shit. MX Brio 4K is a piece of shit. I bought lighting and it still looks like a piece of shit. Yeah. I just needed a video to upload though. Thank you for watching. If you watched this far, doubt it. But with that being said, deuces.